If you told me when we met almost 9 years ago now that we would be getting married today, I could have only have hoped. I could never have imagined myself being so lucky to end up with someone who is so unbelievably caring, sometimes annoying, yet as passionate as you. I love the way that you always listen to the boring things that I try to tell you, and you act like it's the most thrilling thing that I've ever shared. I love how you're always asking how I am and if there's anything you can do to make me feel better, even though just you being there is more than enough. And most of all, I love how I'll get to wake up to you every day from now on as my loving wife and best friend. I promise to always be there for you when you're down. I promise to always be there for you when you're confused and can't find the thing you had in your hands not even 10 seconds ago. And I promise to always pretend to be interested in the 4 different hobbies that you will pick up each week. And most importantly, I promise to always love you until the day that we're both old and decrepit. I look forward to all the good and the bad decisions that we'll make together. I look forward to us both growing old together and creating even more memories that we will come to cherish. And once again, I love you.
Bailey, I am now your father. So proud of my little girl and so proud of Bailey. They've been together for a long, long time, and it's a foundation to life. It really is. There was a time we weren't sure that Maddy was going to make it. Both of us thought she wouldn't be here. The next morning we went for the ultrasound and I saw this little thing, and she was like dancing and saying, I'm still here, I'm still here. And it's glorious that you're still here. And the fact that you're marrying Bailey is absolutely magnificent. Where's my glass? I'm not going to drink a candle. Please raise your glasses to Madeline and Bailey.
For the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Picker.
8 years ago, when you sent me a friend request on Facebook, who knew that you'd turn out to be such an important part of my life? You've stood by my side as we've grown together through life. We started off as 2 nervous teenagers in a mosh pit, and look at us now. We've built a home together and a life with each other that I cherish so much. Thank you for always being there for me through the good days and bad. You were always there to talk sense into me when my mind becomes a sea of irrational thoughts, and to make me laugh when I just need to relax a bit. I know that with you by my side, everything will be okay. I love the... Thank you. I love the way you melt away all my worries with just one hug. The way you smile so cheekily when you're doing something to make fun of me, and how you can walk into a room and strike up a conversation with literally anyone. I promise to make you laugh each day, even if it means you are laughing at me rather than with me, and to continually put things in spots so safe that neither of us can find them. I promise to always listen to what you have to say about the things you are passionate about, even if it's something I don't understand, like which car has what turbo or the history behind some old Ford on the side of the road. And finally, I promise to try and land left from right so we can get to places with a few less detours when I'm leading the way. I am so happy that today I am becoming your wife and we are beginning this next chapter in our lives. I can't wait to see what the future brings.
A couple of things to say about Bailey. That when he was born, he was always in a hurry. He was 6 weeks premature. He would come out that quick that he left his eyebrows behind. And he really wasn't the cutest kid. But in saying that, Bailey is a pretty kind sort of kid. I mean, he grew up really well. Look at him, chip off the old block. I can always remember one day when I was at home, I was just sitting there feeling sorry myself on the couch having a beer, and he just walked up to me and he goes, Dad, what's wrong? And he goes, I just had a bad day at work, son. He goes, what do you mean? I said, I made a few mistakes and that. Bailey, being the most caring kid that he is, said to me that, Father, you should really embrace your mistakes. So I got up and gave him a hug. Now, Maddy, as soon as I saw him and Bailey, you were a pair made in heaven. You always been aboard the first day we saw you, and always will be, and Bailey, I'd be hanging on to that one, mate.
Maddy, you're the most amazing, caring, beautiful person I've honestly ever met. You have taken life head on and fought and smashed down walls to become the person you are today. Bailey, you are so patient and enthusiastic about everything. You always hype Maddy up, and even accepting the numerous odd things she may even pull you into, like Mr. Pillow. You always hear that saying, they fit like two perfect pieces of a puzzle. For Maddy and Bailey, I honestly don't think that could be more true to the word. The way you two know every little thing about each other, always knowing what to say to each other, and even having your own way of communicating sometimes. I love you guys so much, and congratulations.
Fuck, I hate speeches. For those who haven't had the pleasure of meeting me, my name's Jack. Bailey's been a pretty good friend to me with his inability to reply to my messages and always been there for me when I don't need him. Maddy, I know you make Bailey incredibly happy. You both make a great couple, and I know that you'll already have the next few years planned out on the spreadsheet. But if you can fit me in, I'll look forward to making better times with Bailey. Really, it all remains to me is to wish you guys a happy and long life together, and appreciate every time that you get to spend together. Cheers, Maddy and Bailey, and have a good one.
I'm Josh. Bailey's, well, 2IC. So, how do I know Bailey? We met in private school, and as you can tell from Bailey, we spiralled downhill quite rapidly. So I just want to say cheers for Bailey being such a good friend. I want to say thanks for all the good times, being there for me. Maddy also. A lot of those times were probably influenced heavily by alcohol. That being said, they were still good times.
I had a really good speech written out. Now we can just blame Jack for this one completely. This is not my fault. But I wrote 3 pages in yellow pen and I can't read it in here. Now we've got people from Darwin, we've got people who've come from Geraldton, Albany. Everyone's come today to make this day possible, and I'd like to thank everyone for it because it means the world to me, but not only me, Maddy as well. Thank you. All right, everyone proceed to drink and forget that this even happened.